Hello all you beautiful people, how you doing today? This is Lava Temptress and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome, hi! Today we're going to be talking about some more extra utility 2 things, and these are some pretty cool things. We're going to be going over the boomerang, the watering can, builder's wand, deconstruction wand, ender lilies, the slightly larger player chest, the mini chest, and the trash chest and the player chest. I think I said that. Slightly larger. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go over a whole bunch of stuff, including on how to make magical wood because we need that for some of these recipes. So first of all, let's take a look. So this is a slightly larger chest, and this is the regular chest because it's holiday time. So this is what the regular chest looks like. And this is the other chest next to it. There's not any extra inventory slots, but it's bigger in size. So, like for builds and stuff. There we go. For builds, then this sometimes is going to look more pleasing than the standard chest does. And then we have the mini chest, which strictly holds a stack of whatever you want. I think it's kind of pointless, but I mean, whatever. The trash chest is, well, what you think it would be, and you put stuff in here and it trashes them, so you can have stuff go directly into there. Now, the player chest is probably one of the coolest chests that is added, but it's kind of confusing the way this works. So I have this set up a certain way. If you look inside of it, how it works is, this is my inventory. As you can see, it's a mirror image of what I have in my inventory. So what do you do with it? Well, I have it set up here where, for instance, if I take these apples out, put them up there, they're going to automatically start coming back to my inventory because I have it set to pull anything from the chest. And I have this one right here into insert only. So that means this chest is going to take anything from here and insert it into this slot. So you can have insert only. This one I have extract only. So if I put anything here, for instance, if I put a stack of this stone burnt, you're going to see it starts to slowly disappear. It's not very fast. Now we probably could speed it up a little bit. But it will take stuff out of your inventory, which of course comes in very handy if you're out exploring. It will start taking stuff out of your inventory and sending it back to your own personal chest. Anything it takes out, it'll have whatever inventory you pull it out to. So in this instance, I have it just going to a single chest. But you could put it into all kinds of different stuff depending on what kind of mods you have. So it's just going to automatically put stuff. This comes in really handy because, of course, if I'm eating, you can see it's automatically refilling. So you could have tons of food in here. It doesn't even have to be the same kind of food. The minute your inventory here is empty, it's automatically going to put more stuff into it. So you set whatever slot you want to be what. So I've set the last 2 slots. But the problem is you have to remember which slot you put on it because, for instance, if I put my angel ring there and I'm out exploring, oh crap, now I can't fly. Let's hope you weren't up in the air when you did that, right? So you got to, whichever one you do, and again, you choose what you want to set. So here, they're automatically grayed out, and that means no access. That means it can't put anything there. The cool thing is you can also put it on your armor. So if you're close to breaking a piece of armor or whatever, you can have it automatically put some more on. So you click on each of these. So full access means it'll give you stuff there or take stuff, but you have to set it to a chest. Extract only would be like here, and anything I put there, it's automatically going to put wherever I have it going. And then you can have insert only, which is like where I have the food. And so that is the player chest, and I think they are tons of fun. And of course you have to have grid power. That's why it shows anything you have to have grid power. It'll show you what your current grid power is when you look at it. All right, and then this one right here is ender lilies. These can only be found in dungeons. Unless you have a mod pack, you're playing one that adds like loot bags and stuff, those often have these in there also. It usually just appears on what tier. So to grow it faster, you want it on in stone. But you can plant it on grass also. Either way it'll grow, but these are slow. And when I say slow, I mean slow. And even with a watering can, they typically don't work on something like this. Watering can, bone meal, it just doesn't work on the ender lilies. Not sure why, but that's the way they wanted it. So this doesn't work. So unless you're playing a mod pack that has some configs that are different, these it does not make this grow. However, the watering can, if we go over to the village over here, I will demonstrate how the watering can works because it is pretty awesome. So for instance, let's pick up all this wheat and we're just going to plant our normal farm, right? All the achievements because, you know, this isn't my regular world. All right, so if we plant everything back down, how did we not get all our seeds back? I don't know. That's okay though. Okay, but with the watering can, and there's two different watering cans. This is the regular one, and this one I put Unbreaking 3 because we're going to use the regular one. You have to fill it up with water. So it does have a bar that goes down, but on the regular one, it goes down pretty fast. See, the ones that I'm watering, you can tell are growing much faster than the ones down there that are not getting any water. So the watering can helps speed up the growth of your crops. Pretty awesome, huh? Look at that. Look how fast that's growing. But this one goes down pretty fast. So on this one, I added a simple Unbreaking 3 to it so it won't go down as fast. It just means it won't break the watering can as fast, and you still have to fill them up. But to fill them up, all you have to do is go to the water and simply right click. You'll see it slowly filling up your bar, and that's as easy as it is. Ta-da! So they're really easy to use, really easy to fill up. Now, what's awesome about these ender lilies is they give you ender pearls. Now, when they're fully grown, you can't walk on them. Yeah, they hurt. And I will have to speed up time or something somehow, and I will show you what they look like when they're full. But while we're waiting on that, let's go over the recipes. And I have the anvil here because, you know, I just added the Unbreaking 3 to show you that you can add enchantments to it so it lasts a little bit longer. So one of the recipes, first off, we're going to need a bookshelf. So we're going to take a bookshelf and a gold ingot, and we're going to make some magical wood. Now, you can use this in multiple ways to craft a couple things that we're going to do today. But also, as you can see, it boosts max levels of enchanting tables by 2.5%. 2.5 levels, excuse me. 2.5. So when you have your enchanting set up, you could put these around and it'll help boost it, which is pretty awesome. All right, but for the other stuff we need. So, don't mind me, you didn't see anything. So for the slightly larger chest, you're just going to use a regular chest and surround it by sticks. Easy peasy. For the mini chest, you're going to put a chest in your crafting grid, and you're going to get 9 little mini chests. Again, I don't know what the point of these are. I don't know what you would use it for. It only holds 1 stack. Personally, I don't get it, but whatever. Alright, so, and that's for the chest. Then for the trash chest, you're going to use a chest, a trash can, and redstone. So that way, you know, this is the trash can chest versus this is the trash can. It'll only take 1, and you can put a filter in. versus this one, you can just put a whole bunch in at once. So it depends on how you want it. I mean, they are resourceful, but I usually just make the trash can, but that's just a personal preference. All right, now for the player chest, you're going to take stone burnt and put it with ender chest and a resonating redstone crystal. If you're unsure on how to make the stone burnt or the resonating redstone, that is in the very first extra utilities tutorial I did, is how to do those. Next, like I showed you for the magical wood, you're going to do the bookshelf and the ingot, and you're going to do it, it's going to take XP to make it. But now we're going to make a boomerang. So it's 3 of those magical woods. And this boomerang is pretty cool. Like, check this out. Let's go sneak up on some sheepies. You can do this with mobs too. It's not a lot, but look at that. Talk about having a way to kill stuff far away. It's kind of awesome, right? Kind of fun to use too. Well, because it's a boomerang. All right, next is one of my favorite things about extra utilities. I mean, angel ring, of course, but this one's awesome because I like to build. So you're going to take 2 magical wood and a gold ingot, and that's going to make the builder's one. And I will demonstrate on how to use that. Then for the deconstruction one, you're going to take 2 magical wood and 3 gold ingots. And then for the last is the watering can. The watering can is so simple, you can do it almost right away. So it's 4 stone with a bowl in the middle, and that is it. And then when you take it out, you will have to go fill it up with water, but like I showed you, it's really simple to do, so no big deal. All right, now what about these building ones? Now if you look, I have an area here. That's because it's saying, because I have you have to have the exact same materials. So because, yeah, I have, okay, so I have some of that in my inventory. Grass. I do not have grass in my inventory. Therefore, when I look at it, you will see it does not give me those options. Whereas here for the end stone, it's a way to build more. I can build up. I can build out. But you have to pay attention to where the blocks are. Now, say for instance, something like this, but I wanted to do a separate room. So what you would want to do is one of 2 things. If you want a wall here, then you do that, and then you come out and you can start to build a wall. Because otherwise, if I do it like that, it's going to do the whole thing. But if I just want the wall, I do it like that. Now, what if I want to do the wall and the floor at the same time? Well, then you're going to tell it to go like this. There we go. So now it can do that corner together. And we can even add more of a floor in here. It makes it really quick to build. Now the deconstruction wand does just the opposite. Come on. But as you can see, it is not currently working. But this is, it will be working. But this is the deconstruction one, so it would do the opposite. Instead of putting up where it's highlighted, it would take it down. All right, let me see if I can speed up a little bit, and I will show you these fully grown, because they're pretty awesome. Here's what they look like in the next growth stage. As you can see, the difference between these and these have the little second tier on them. They're starting to get there. This is the next growth stage. Looking kind of cool, right? These take a while though, let me tell you. And like I said, there's no way to hurry them up, so, but you can see how much faster they're growing than the ones on the grass. Here we have the next stage, and at this point they are almost fully grown. They start to look like they have spiky little claws, but when you walk on them, they don't hurt you. But when they are fully grown, they will. So be careful. Here is the next stage, and this is where you can start to see the ender pearl is gonna get right here in the middle, but this is also the stage where they start to hurt. Next stage of the ender lilies, and we are looking pretty good. And here we finally have the last stage, which it looks like the plant is holding an ender pearl in the middle. But you'll know it's fully done when you start to get the purple particle. You know, like the ender particles going on. But look at the difference. On the end stone, it's fully grown. Grass, it's still meh. Still working its way. But again, these do hurt. Oh, I'm in creative. Okay, let's try that again. These do hurt. But now if you right click, you can harvest them, and of course you get your ender pearl, which is what you were waiting on this whole time. So I usually do these and I let them all grow, so that way I'm not going through and getting hurt by the ones that are only partially grown like that. But that is the way I do it to go get all the ender pearls. And see, that one just grew. But beautiful, and it's a nice way to get some extra ender pearls. I use this all the time. Now, when you harvest, as you can see, you can still get more ender lilies. So even if you only start with a few, you can end up with a huge farm for these. So, but that's it for today. Hopefully this was helpful. As always, if you have any questions or comments, definitely let me know down below. Be more than happy to help if I can. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, this is Lava Temptress. Don't get burned. Bye!